Hi, I'm Victoria Ballou. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I invite you to choose a stack right now of cards so that you can have your reading for this moment. You came here at this moment intuitively to have a reading and understand exactly where your energy is right now and what you need to do going forward. Don't second guess this. This is why you're here, so let's dive in. Are you going to choose the first stack, which has Vesta, my warrior priestess, guarding it? She is my main character of my urban fantasy series, The Tarot Legacies. Are you going to choose stack one or go for this beautiful symbol of growth, this fossilized shell, which is millions of years old? Or are you choosing this incredible quartz obelisk, which resonates with the most amazing energy? Choose which stack feels right to you and know that your first choice is always the best choice. That's just the way that it goes. Don't second guess yourself on this. Let's begin with the first stack. Here's Vesta, and we're going to scoot her to the side. And let's take a look at what you need to know if you chose the Vesta stack today. This is your energy right now that I'm going to show you. This is the overview. The first card is what I call the overview. So let's see what it is. It's the Queen of Cups. This energy, whether you're male or female, speaks to you having the ability right now to show what you feel internally, emotionally, what you feel inside is what you're resonating with outside. This is how you're expressing yourself right now, is with your deepest emotions. This is a wonderful ability, a quality that I admire tremendously, because this really is moving with authenticity. And that's where you are right now. The next card that I'm going to pull is your challenge energy. So we need to take a look at what is challenging you. And of course, this can be energy that resonates with something in your life that's really big. It will be immediately clear to you what this card is representing. Or it could be something smaller, something that's maybe been nagging at you or that has been around you, hanging around you energetically for a while. But this is energy that we need to look at and help you work through. So let's take a look at that. Okay, it's the Empress. Beautiful card, again, representing nurturing, abundance, mothering. Energy that is fertile, that it represents not only if you're trying to be pregnant or anything in the realm of bringing something into your life, this metaphorically can represent that as well. So this being your challenge energy, this says that as you're expressing yourself with this Queen of Cups energy, expressing what's on the inside of you, you're being challenged with bringing in this energy of abundance, of really dealing with an aspect of feeling abundant, nurturing, fertile. Something is challenging you with that. So let's see what your course of action is. Let's see what you need to be doing to work with this energy. Oh my goodness, it's the Fool. Okay, here's what the Fool energy means for you right now. Fool always represents being at the beginning of something, but being willing to take the journey, which includes risks. Fool energy is all about having nothing and therefore having everything to gain from that point going forward. This is risk-taking. That's what you need to understand about this energy. So if we look at where you are from an overview with this beautiful expression of your emotions that you're doing right now, of really telling people, expressing to people how you feel internally, but feeling as though there's something still not quite materializing, either physically, actually, or metaphorically. If there's something that's not coming to you yet that you really feel like should be, then this is how we work through that energy. And it is by taking a risk. It is by recognizing that you are at the beginning of a journey that can end with complete success. And that's what I want you to understand here, that this is your message, that you can keep expressing yourself, but if it's not bringing to you exactly what you were hoping it would bring to you, then it's time to take a risk. It's time to think about that maybe you need to be back at the very first square one of whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, and understanding that perhaps now is the time to take a risk. Maybe you haven't been putting a risk factor into it, or maybe enough of a risk factor. Whatever this is, that's what this is addressing. Now, dreams, since you guys know that I always incorporate dream symbols with the cards that I pull here. What is happening right now with you in your dreams is you are probably flying, but it may not be as successful as you would like for it to be. And again, when you fly, you have this amazing ability to not need an airplane or a helicopter to fly. In our dreams, we have the luxury of being able to fly all on our own. And so flying, of course, is a symbol of freedom. It's a symbol of us being able to take off and capture, do whatever it is that allows us to feel unrestrained and to soar for the goals that we want to soar for. So this stack of cards is saying that you are ready to do that. And therefore, your flights may not be quite as amazing as they could be. You may be having a little trouble taking off or gaining altitude, but I bet you're flying in your dreams right now. Let me know if you are, because this certainly represents that. Now let's take a look at stack 2 with this beautiful shell that is absolutely representative of growth and has been around for millions of years, so that is indeed growth, right? All right, so the first card I'm going to pull is your overview card. This represents the energy that you resonate with right now. Great or small, doesn't matter. It's something that is within you right now that the tarot, your subconscious energy, is saying that you need to tune into. So let's take a look. How wonderful for you. It's the Ace of Cups. This represents the beginning of something emotional, something within your heart, something that's a heart's desire that just feels right to you. This could be something really big or something small. You know, sometimes the little things in our life and that happen in our day absolutely can be the beginning of something that takes you into a greater place. That's what this energy is resonating with, and it's saying embrace it. This is where you are, so recognize it from a conscious place. And let's take a look at your challenge card. Now, challenge card always represents energy that is challenging you. And again, it could be from a really large standpoint, something that you immediately recognize as a challenge in your life, or it could be something small, just that little fragment of something that is slowing down this dynamic flow of energy that we all should be just working with every single day, right? So it could be something big as a challenge, something small. Let's take a look and see what it is. Well, it's the Sun energy. This is fabulous because whenever the Sun card comes up, this speaks of success, of dynamic energy that is being willing to work with you to accomplish whatever it is you're wanting to accomplish. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the tarot deck. Now, since it's your challenge card, and if you notice, you have these two little people, these two cherubs right here underneath the Sun. This represents partnership. And it's important for you to recognize that right now, the challenge that you could be working with is something dealing with a partnership. And of course, it could mean a marriage partnership, a committed relationship partnership, but it could also be business related. This could be something that is friendship related. Think about what partnership is being challenged for you right now, because that's the energy that you need to work with. But I have to say, with this being the Sun card as your challenge card, this does not look like a big challenge. This looks like something that you can very easily deal with, and especially because look at what you have in front of it as your overview. You have the Ace of Cups. These two cards, look at how incredibly gorgeous they are, how just lively and just that they make you smile because they are so beautiful. So even though this is your challenge, the Sun is going to prevail, I can tell you. So this does not look like a big challenge to you, but it is something you need to pay attention to. So let's take a look at your course of action called for to work with this Sun energy challenge. Okay, well, this makes sense. It's the Four of Wands. It's called completion. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's also known, the nickname of it is the marriage card, because it can represent marriage. And so indeed, you could be working with a relationship issue here. All three of these cards could point to some sort of a relationship issue that needs to be resolved right now. And perhaps calling your attention to it is exactly why you have chosen this stack of cards today. This card, this Four of Wands, is saying it's time to wrap this up. Whatever it is that is creating any sort of a stumbling block, any sort of an obstacle in a relationship that you have, it needs to be cleared up, because you know what? This is a good relationship. This could say that you are at the beginning of again, a marriage, a romantic partnership, a business partnership, a friendship, something. And you're at the beginning of that right now, but there's something that is causing it to be not quite as powerful, as dynamic, everything that it should be, right? And so whatever that is, it's saying you need to work on that and wrap it up, solve the problem. That is your mission today. Now, as far as dreams go, what I would expect you to be dreaming right now is about taking some sort of either a walk or a trip in your car, and that there being blocks. It's either, I don't think it would be a huge roadblock, but there could be, if you're hiking, there could be rocks, boulders that you're having to go over, gravel that you may be slipping or sliding on. Somehow you're moving in your dream, and there's something that is an impediment of some sort, although I don't see it as a great impediment. It's something that is nevertheless you're having to work around. And maybe you're just not able to get around it right now. But I'm telling you, by allowing this subconscious energy of the tarot to come through and to consciously recognize it now, and if you do address it and move through it, you will go around those blocks, or you simply won't be having those dreams anymore. Now, let's take a look at the third stack with this beautiful obelisk. Let's take a look at the very first card, which is your overview card. And of course, the overview represents your energy from a broad perspective. Think of it as the balcony view of you looking down on your energy just from a wide rather than deep view, okay? And this is what's resonating with you right now at this moment. Let's take a look. How nice. It's the Princess of Discs. She represents, and of course this is gender neutral, I don't need to say that to you, I'm sure, but this represents energy that is all about giving birth to a new idea, entering into a new identity. And being discs very much could represent business matters, very much something tangible, something material. This could mean that you're in the place of buying something new, property, a home, something that resonates with actual physical property, and that there's something very new coming here. That's what you're resonating with right now. Job, money, property. It can also represent ideas. Let's not discount the realm of ideas here, because this could be you thinking about a new job, buying a new house, reworking your identity in terms of professionally, or just how you want to appear to others. That's what this Princess of Discs energy is representing. So think about it. When you have court cards like this, it can represent a person, or it can represent an energy, something that you need to focus on, pay attention to. So that is the Princess of Discs for your overview. Now let's take a look at the challenge to see what energy is challenging this Princess of Discs. Okay, this is the Two of Swords. This is saying you have a choice to make. This is telling us that you are in the position where you're needing to make a decision, and it may not be quite clear how you need to go about this, and you're needing to employ a lot of wisdom at this point. That's your challenge, is to find the way to make a very informed choice. So this paired with the Princess of Discs energy is saying right now that you have something new in mind, or that you're in the process of working with, but you're not quite clear on how to go about making a decision on something. So let's tune in to the third card, which is your course of action called for, and see what the tarot is suggesting, which of course the tarot, it's your subconscious energy. Let's see what your subconscious energy is saying to you as far as how to work through this little bit of obstacle that's slowing down this free flow of your dynamic energy. Wow, it's the Princess of Wands. And look at her. She's amazing, because she is floating up in this huge flame, literally with the tiger by the tail, right? And she has her beautiful sun scepter here. This is unlimited potential. This represents spontaneous energy. It represents very dynamic energy. It represents a free spirit. This is one of the most wonderful cards in this tarot deck, because she represents this beautiful free spirit energy that is just imbued with the power of self-confidence and knowing that she can accomplish anything. And that is your course of action called for here. So let's take a look. Let's put all three of these cards together. You have the Princess of Discs. Here you are with a new idea, either fully in action or that you're thinking about, but or property. Again, idea, property, something material or something mental can be in play here. So here you have that. That's where you are, but you're getting hung up with having to make a choice. And you just don't know where to go at this moment, which way to go. Therefore, this is saying you need an informed decision. You need to use your head, your intellect, because of course swords always represent our mental capabilities, our mental capacity to make choices. So it's saying engage that right now. And then your course of action is to do something that feels right to you, that absolutely just feels right to you. And it doesn't matter if it's something that is a traditional way of handling this situation. In fact, it's probably not. So you need to go with what your heart tells you to. You need to go with what your spirit tells you to. That's absolutely what Wands speaks to, is our spirit. And this is energy that is literally just set on fire and ready to soar. Don't be afraid to make the choice of doing what just really feels good to you, what really feels right to you, and resonate with your power, okay? allow your own personal power to come through, because that is exactly what you need to do here. Now, as far as dreams go, I can absolutely see this as being something of being pregnant, giving birth, and this birth being something that's very exciting for you. Either that, or it's something that is making you nervous and that you don't know if this is something that is right for you. And of course, in our dreams, men can be pregnant too. It's all symbology of new ideas, of moving forward with new things in our lives. That's what pregnancy represents in our common language in our dreams. So that would be what I would represent or expect you to be dreaming right now, because Princess of Discs, she's pregnant, if you notice closely on this card. So absolutely, this is about something new in your life and you needing to make a choice, and that choice to be something that's very dynamic and that feels very right to you and feeling like you're in your own power. How wonderful for you. Thank you for joining me today. I really hope I helped you by tuning in with these cards. Intuitively, you came here to get this reading, and don't second guess it. You were meant to do this. And think about what your stack of cards say and what the dream symbols mean to you, because this is how we work through our subconscious images, our subconscious messages that are coming to us in a very conscious way, to put them into action, to create what it is that we are looking to create. And you can get more examples of this in my online magazine, astrologicmagazine.com. We have this huge section on tarot and a section on dream interpretation where you can look through dozens of symbols and find out what your dreams are telling you. If you have any questions, please ask me in the comments, because I always enjoy getting questions for you, because it is my privilege and my honor to answer these questions for you. That's why I'm here. And of course, you can subscribe to my newsletter, victoriaballou.com, and you can find all of these links down in the section in the box below the video. Thanks so much for joining me.